So here we are. We're building a new moon-capable rocket. It's going to be the Estes series once again. Estes 5, 6, 7. 7 is the most recent model of the Estes series rockets. Let's load it up. There it is. The Estes 7. Do I not have an 8? I guess not. Okay. So I... Get off here. Get off here. I don't need you. Go away. I don't need you. Estes 8. This may or may not be included in the actual Let's Play. I might bring this out separate because a moonshot is going to take some time to do. Now, I do know that I'm still limited to 30 parts. I'm not really limited on tonnage, and height, weight, and length are all, that's not really much of a factor. But I do need to make sure that this craft, ooh, don't do that, is as capable as it can be. So we're going to be sticking on more stuff. I don't want that engine. Here's what I want. This is what I want. I want more fuel up here. Fuel tanks. I want this fuel tank. Stick it on. And I want, for an engine, see, this engine is 0.5 tons. Oh, I don't have a smaller one. I was going to use a smaller engine. Okay, well, I can't. So there you go. Attach that there. Let's bring this up a little bit. How are we looking on the old part count? We still have 6 parts remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be all. And you know what? Oh, well, I know 2 of the parts we need to bring with us. Science. We've got this guy. We're going to the moon. We want to do some mystery goo observations while we're out there. And now we need plenty of battery. We're not going to be able to pull this off without plenty of power. So I want to make sure that I want to make absolutely certain that I'm not going to run out of juice. You know what I can do is this instead. I can just throw on 4 batteries right there. And that puts us at exactly our 30-part limit for this rocket. And this is why we're having a hard time. We're so limited on parts. So the idea is we're going to send a man to moon, or at least an orbit around moon, to grab some stuff. I don't have enough parts for landing gear, so we're not landing this time. That's the main issue. Hopefully we'll get a bunch of cash. We'll get some cash from this contract. We'll get some science from this contract. Yeah. Okay, let's get our staging all set up correctly here. These guys, and that fires. You should not be in this same stage. You should be in this stage right here, I think. Yep. And then decouple and all parachutes. Now I could save a couple parts by getting rid of these parachutes and doing my staging slightly different on all this. So let's get the most I wonder. Okay, if I save those 2 parts and I get these down to 2 symmetry, like so. Switch this around so that the capsule is the only thing that returns. Now, I have 4 parts left, which is more than enough. I can even get more battery on here. How about that? Okay. Utility. Make sure that these things are actually big enough to land. Retracted. I wish I had bigger solid rocket boosters. Do I have bigger solid rocket boosters? I do. Huh. Oh man, this mission just got way cooler. Of course, my symmetry's all off. Let's get that fixed first. Don't need these. The one thing I am going to watch out for is that these things can be awfully powerful. So, aerodynamic. I know that this just, all this does is make the rocket look better. It doesn't actually serve any purpose. But, you know, eventually we're going to have to learn how to use those parts and fly with them. Anyway, so we're going to put those right there. Actually, since they're as massive as they are, we can go ahead and have the rocket rest on them on launch pad. Like so. Yes. Duplicate this over here. Should be pretty good. We're at 29 of 30 parts. Now, what I can actually do here is go triple symmetry and stick these battery packs right there. We have 3 battery packs, 3 landing gear, all this kind of stuff. Moonshot. Now, these rockets are probably more powerful than they really need to be, so I am going to try all these limited at about 50% thrust. And I just hope I have enough control authority up here. Do I have... I have an inline reaction wheel. I think I'm going to need this. I know I'm going to be one part... Oh, it's a small one. Oh. You know what? It'll still help. That puts me 1 part over, which means we're back to 2 batteries connected to that thing. I think this is our best chance at a moonshot ever. Let me get my staging all set. So those engines fire, and then in the next stage, these 2 engines are going to go. And these 2 decouplers are going to go. And then we are on to the main motor. And then we're on to this for lunar operations. Alright, well that's going to complete this Let's Build. This is as tuned as I'm going to get here with this thing. Who's going to fly this thing? Of course, we need a pilot. Yeah, we're going to want a pilot. We have engineers, and they need experience, but Jeb, you're the man. That's going to take care of the Let's Build part of this. I don't know if I'll include it in the main episode or not. We'll see at the final, you know, when I do the final edits and all that kind of stuff. So, we'll actually just go ahead and send this out to the launch pad. 2, 1, hit it. And we're sitting here. Okay, so we tried this on the launch pad and it didn't work. I'm going to increase thrust to 75% or so. Go 74. %, on these. Yeah, we tried that on the launch pad. It didn't work. Let's give it another try. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, hit it. Really? So another thing I can do, this is attempt number 3. A different thing I can do is this. Let's set these to 65. And we're actually going to go ahead and have all boosters fire at the same time. 65%, please. Or so. No, I want these to be fat. I want these to be more, like 75%. Sure, something like that. And these to be less, like 50%. So that they sort of fall off asymmetrically. So all of them are going to go. These guys are the ones that have the higher thrust limiters, so they should go first. And then those and all that kind of stuff. So, attempt number 3. Here we go for the 3rd try in 3, 2, 1, kaboom! That is more like it.